Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to say I know it's been a long time since I've posted, but I have actually been doing other stuff. Surprisingly, school has really been getting on my ass lately. I have been actually working on a K-pop Wishes of 2019, but I was listening to the footage back and I was like, this is like so boring. Like nobody's gonna sit through all this crap. So I don't know if I'm going to remake the video or if I'm just going to do it another time. I'm not sure yet. So before I get into what this video is going to be about, I just wanted to put an apology for my unpopular K-pop opinions video. If my voice sounded really high-pitched and annoying like I was a second grader, that's just because when I get really excited or really nervous, my voice gets really high-pitched. I'll try and tone it down a little bit, but there's no guarantees. But I just wanted to say sorry for that because I was listening to the footage back of my last video and I couldn't stand it. For this video, I actually wanted to do something different and I wanted to talk about Jennie Kim, or Kim Jennie, YG's princess, whatever you want to call her. I want to talk about Jennie because I'm pretty sure that you guys know this already, but with Jennie, there is a lot of controversy surrounding her, and I feel like it's either people really like her or they really don't like her. Yeah, but I'm going to try and stay in the middle of my opinions with Jennie. I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible, and let's just get into Jennie, basically. Oh my gosh, that sounds so wrong. So, Jennie Ruby Jane is born on January 16th, 1996, and I'm pretty sure that her parents didn't know what a bad bitch they were giving birth to, but probably found out later on. But I first want to start off by giving my own opinion about Jennie and what I feel about her. Basically, I love Jennie. Jennie holds a special place in my heart because she was the first ever K-pop bias that I ever picked. First ever, so she'll always hold a special place in my heart. I think she's a great performer. She's pretty good at singing. She's a pretty good rapper. I think she's a pretty good dancer. There's really nothing that when she tries, she can't do. But obviously, as you guys know, people have been thinking differently. But to start it off with a positive note, I am going to start with the good things about Jennie and then later lead into the not so good things that people have to say about her. So one good thing about Jennie was her stage presence when she first debuted to around maybe early 2017. Her stage presence was so mesmerizing and so good, and when she was performing, girl, you stopped to watch her. We all stopped to watch her because Jennie Kim just had that power over us. Not to sound rude and all, but definitely in their debut music video, Boom Baya, I definitely think that Jennie was the member that stuck out the most. Like, she just caught my eyes so quick, and that's definitely why she became my bias so fast. Another reason why I see a lot of people are drawn to Jennie is because she shows such a badass kind of persona or character on stage, but then once off stage, she's like one of the cutest human beings that you will probably ever see. There are honestly so many good qualities to Jennie, but I know that you guys are not here to hear all of the good qualities, but more of the bad ones. So let's just jump into the more bad side of Jennie. I don't really want to say bad, but yeah. Basically, I'm first going to start off by talking about the most recent controversy with Jennie, which is her lazy stage performances. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I love me some Jennie, but her recent stages, since I want to say 2018, have not been the best. She doesn't look very energetic. She doesn't really look like she wants to be there, and you can really notice. I mean, like, when you look at this footage of their first ever solo concert in Seoul, I mean, you'd think that she'd be really energetic and happy that it's Blackpink's first ever solo concert, but she honestly looks really bored, like she doesn't care and that she doesn't really want to be there. And for anybody that went to that show, I feel so bad. Imagine your idol being on stage looking so bored, like they don't even want to be there. Like, that would honestly really break my heart, and I'd want my money back. I do see a lot of the excuses that Blinks are coming up with for her online, saying things like, oh, maybe her clothes are too tight, or one person even said that she might be on her period, but I'm here like, girl, you're on your period every day of the month. That's not how it works. A lot of people are saying that she's motion sick, that she gets motion sickness, which I don't believe very much. And the most popular excuse I see is Jennie is tired of performing the same 9 songs. I know that she may be tired. If I were in Blackpink, I would be tired of performing the same 9 songs, but I don't really think that this is a valid excuse. When you look at the other members, they don't look as bored. They probably are tired of performing the same songs, but the point is, they don't look it. They all look energetic, and they all look like they're having fun, and that's the main point. Another thing is, you don't think you don't think BTS is tired of performing Fire and Blood, Sweat, and Tears? You don't think Red Velvet is tired of performing Bad Boy and Peekaboo by now? You don't think that Super Junior is tired of performing Sorry Sorry? Like, that's not a valid excuse because literally every group performs their same songs. Some groups like Girls' Generation have been performing some of their songs for literally over 10 years, and Jennie has only been an idol for maybe 3 years now. So I don't think that that's a very valid excuse to use in this situation. Another thing that I find really fishy is that a lot of people that actually went to the Blackpink concert said that during group performances, Jennie was very bored. She looked very bored and she was very lazy and had no energy. But then surprisingly, when she was performing solo, she just magically got her energy back. And I kind of think that that's really weird. If you were to ask me, I think that one problem may be that Jennie is just tired of performing in a group. I know that some people are gonna hear this and twist my words. I'm not saying that she hates Blackpink or that she's tired of Blackpink and the members, but after people were telling me that she magically got her energy back when performing solo, I just kind of feel like maybe Jennie would prefer to be solo on her own instead of performing with a group. But at the end of the day, that was just my opinion, and you guys can either roll with it or choose to not believe it. It's honestly fine. It's just something that came across my mind and something that I personally think may be true. Another thing that a lot of people get on Jennie for, which I'm not going to go too much into depth about, is her quote unquote resting bitch face. I'm not going to go too much into depth about this with Jennie because this doesn't just happen to Jennie, but it happens to a lot of other girl idols too. And I'm thinking about making a whole video on this, but all I'm going to say is that Jennie is not a bitch. Just because she looks mean doesn't mean that she is mean. Another thing that a lot of people are getting on Jennie for is the way that she is bringing down her other members' reputations. Jisoo, Lisa, and Rose. I don't want to say they all have a really bad reputation. Obviously, they're not as hated as Jennie, but their reputations are going down a little bit just because of Jennie's lazy dancing. I see a lot of people commenting things online like, oh, I unstand Blackpink because they're such a lazy group, or, well, now I'm never going to stand Blackpink because they're obviously so lazy. When the point is that Jisoo, Lisa, and Rose, when you look at their live performances, they are giving it their all and they look so energetic and so happy. And I honestly feel so bad just because now everybody is calling them a lazy group just because Jennie can't pick up the pace sometimes. Like, they are not all lazy. Now all of their accomplishments are being overshadowed by Jennie's lazy dancing, and it's honestly so sad. A lot of people will throw out that Jennie was the least member in the group that deserved a solo first, and I honestly believe that from the way she's been acting on stage. I don't think that she deserved to get a solo first, but obviously YG favors her, which is going to be my next point. So obviously YG favors her, and it was honestly no surprise that Jennie got a solo first. And of course, this would not be a Jennie video if I didn't talk about her being YG's princess. And if you don't know what YG's princess is, are you even a Blink? No, but seriously, this just basically means that Jennie is favored by YG. She is obviously the one that YG loves the most out of Blackpink. I mean, this is not even something that you can debate with. This is just simply facts. There is just so much evidence supporting this claim. The fact that Jennie gets her solo first, she usually always gets the most lines in every song. The fact that she's dressed up in the prettiest clothes while they dress the other members to look like her backup dancers. I mean, like, come on now. Like, if you're really saying that, no, YG, like, he favors everybody the same, girl, you're oblivious. Like, I'm just gonna say it. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I do love Jennie, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to call her out when she does something wrong or when I think that she's being favored, which she is. And our last topic, we are going to be talking about Jennie and Kai, Jen Kai. I saved this for last because a lot of people see this as a controversy and then a lot of other people don't. So I kind of want to say my opinion and then I want to hear your guys' opinion also. But we are going to talk about Jen Kai that only lasted for 2 days. So if you're not caught up, I will fill you in, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows about these two by now. So Jen Kai was exposed by Dispatch on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, it depends on where you live, but they were exposed by Dispatch that came out saying that they were dating and that they have been dating for a few months. So after both companies had confirmed that these two idols were dating, there were a lot of doubters who actually had very logical and very reasonable explanations to why they weren't dating and why they thought it was just a big publicity stunt. I can't speak, man. A big publicity stunt. And at first, I honestly didn't know what side to believe. There were a lot of good points on the they are dating side, and there were also a lot of good arguments on the they're not dating side too. So I honestly didn't know which side to pick at first. But then eventually my excitement just got the best of me because I am an XOL as well as a Blink. And I was just so overwhelmed and so excited that these two were dating that I just gave in and I just let myself think that, yeah, like they're dating, like it's probably not fake. But then, probably only, I don't even want to say a month, probably at least 3 weeks of them being in the spotlight, they broke up. And I was so upset. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say I was so upset because people break up, it happens, but then it got me like thinking like I low-key think that that relationship was a little bit fake. It also didn't help my case that I was going back on YouTube and I was watching videos that people had posted when they first came out and said that they were dating. I was watching videos of people claiming that, oh, it's fake and here's the proof. And all of the pieces, I don't want to get too much into it because this will be a long ass video, but all of the pieces just started to fall into place and I was like, that kind of makes more sense. Now, to this day, I still don't know if this was true, if they were dating or not, but it really doesn't matter anymore. The point is that if they were dating, I hope that they have some happy memories to look back on and to smile and think like, yeah, like we were in a relationship and it was fun, but like now we gotta go our separate ways and all that jazz. Forgive me, guys, I've never been in a relationship, so I'm not really sure how breakups really work. But one thing that I hope has not happened is that evil fans were getting into their heads, or Dispatch, or even their companies were getting into their heads and telling them to break up and that they won't last and that they're not good together. And I hope that that's not what happened, and I hope that that's not the reason why they broke up, because they were a beautiful couple, and I honestly just wish both Jenny and Kai the best with their careers. Thank you to all of the XOLs and blanks that did come together and support these two beautiful human beings. It's over now, but we can always wait for the next couple. Let's look on the bright side. Okay, guys, so that concludes my video about Jenny Kim. I'm gonna say this for the 9,000th time because I know people are gonna look at this as a hate video, but I love Jenny with my whole heart, and a part of the reason why I made this video is because I'm curious about her and I want to know what's going on with her, why her stage presence has been lacking lately, and I just want to make sure that she's okay and she's as as healthy as she can possibly be. But anyways, guys, if you did make it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And no matter what happens, let's always continue to support this beautiful queen that is Miss Jenny. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!